Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to episode 5 of Digitized Desperadoes. I'm Mitch. That's a
Connor.
Max. And that's a Connor.
I'm Max.
That's
I'm really
us. That's
disappointed
what
we didn't
are.
start with Hey Gamers.
Why? You told us not to.
I did tell you not
Hey,
to, but I kind of hoped
podcasters.
somebody would defy me.
Hey, podcasters!
Hey,
And
movie
today we
goers.
are doing Girls and Panzer and Only Yesterday.
But in the other order than that.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're doing
shut
Only
up.
Yesterday and Girls und Panzer.
It's
Alright.
my podcast, and I choose the anime.
Well,
I mean,
I chose the anime, excuse me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna later.
True.
yeah, you're right.
Alright,
You win.
so the movie Only Yesterday.
1991. Only yesterday.
Welcome to the past.
It is
Welcome
a
to a
Studio
time where we
Ghibli
weren't even
film
alive.
by what's the guy's name?
Isao Takahata.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, I
One of
forgot.
the men of Ghibli.
He died in April. He was one of the co-founders, and I believe he did. He's basically been with Miyazaki forever. They've worked together their whole lives.
Also directed Grave of the Fireflies, if I'm right.
And
he did great.
Pompoko.
He did Grave of the Fireflies, Pompoko, and I believe he did The Tale of Princess Kaguya, which is one of the newest Ghibli films of 2013.
Oh,
And
really?
My Neighbor, the Yamadas.
Yes, the least
Not the
known
one you think it
Ghibli
is.
film.
Not the other one.
The other
That's my
neighbor.
Not the other one.
Not Hello Neighbor.
It's not.
Yeah, no, you're right, Connor. His last film was Princess Kaguya.
Yeah, which
It
actually
actually
I think
got
it got an
He got
Academy Award.
nominated for Best Animated.
That's
Finally,
right.
Oscars.
something other than Boss Baby gets an award.
Last week he didn't win though.
Oh yeah, it didn't. It was just nominated.
Coco won, of course.
No, the
Well,
Best
Coco
Animated
was
Feature
good.
being the Pixar Award.
Coco was great. Coco was amazing.
I actually liked Coco, but we should probably get back on track.
Yeah.
But it was up against flipping Boss Baby. Anyway,
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
Boss Baby.
when do you start on this movie?
I mean,
Okay, well,
Okay,
I will
wait.
have you guys know, for once in my fucking life, I watched the sub.
Oh, really? 'Cause
Seriously.
I
also
have
watched the
just
sub, and I
watched
did
like
look-
2 Studio Ghibli movie dubs recently, and I'm like, why are these bad?
Did you see the dub? Did you see the
I
actors?
saw the
though?
cast. I did look at the cast.
Flipping Daisy Ridley as the lead.
And this was like, they did the dub in 2016, so this was like in February, which was like 2 months after Force Awakens. Like, she's fresh off of,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Wow. Maybe I
Yeah,
should have
it
watched
was-
the dub to see if it was good, because I assumed it was like done relatively closer to when it actually was made.
No, it actually didn't get an English release at all until 2016.
Damn it.
That's what I understand.
So you would have gotten like a more recent-ish modern day dub.
It's probably really good. Not gonna lie.
I like started on it, and they did the first few lines of dialogue, and I'm like, it's not perfect, so it's probably gonna be terrible. But it was probably like the worst actors at that part or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
yeah,
what is-
no, I just felt like compelled to look into it because I
Oh,
know,
wait, yeah,
like,
the dub was by
Ghibli
Universal,
dubs
by the way.
bring in the big names.
Was it
since they got
Universal?
Kristen
It was
Bell.
Universal,
Disney.
because like I was really weirded out when the fucking film started out with the Universal like. It,
Wait, was it
What's
Disney?
going on?
Seriously?
it was Universal.
That's weird.
I know.
Why
Like, imagine you're
Why do
watching
they
an
have
anime
rights?
and then just Warner Brothers.
That would be weird.
That would be so weird.
Warner Brothers actually does own a fair amount of anime.
Oh yeah,
though.
that's right. They do have like a whole Japan division.
Yeah.
Still.
That's
would
interesting.
be
I wonder
so
why
interesting.
Disney doesn't have the rights.
What if you saw like a Paramount anime?
I'd be like, wait, am I watching Transformers?
I mean, Transformers is an anime.
True.
Kind of, yeah.
Like the original, yeah. isn't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, it was just
Not Michael
toys
Bay,
throughout.
but yeah.
Would like just fucking imagine
Okay.
Michael
actual
Bay the
opinions.
anime.
Yeah, now we gotta
Opinions
get
on
to the
the movie.
actual thing. So the
Yeah, let's get back.
anyone
to
want to
Ghibli.
do a like plot synopsis?
It's a woman deciding whether she likes city life or country life. That's it. That's the whole story.
Yep.
Well, reflecting on childhood a lot.
Just no, not her childhood. Her
Fifth grade,
10-year-old. That's it.
Yeah.
specifically
that is
fifth
true.
grade.
Which I'm going to be real. Do you guys remember 5th grade at all?
I remember like one class, and that was entirely because we had current events, and I remember never being able to choose a current event to write about because I fucking hated the news, and it was always about tragedies, and I didn't like
In
writing
5th
about
grade?
tragedies.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was like,
kind
oh,
of-
there's a new aquarium coming out or something like that.
I remember like teachers and stuff from 5th grade. That's about it. Like
You mean you
teachers
don't
and
remember the time your classmates found out that girls have periods?
no, because that
Nah,
didn't happen
we-
until
we-
like middle
we had that in
school
6th
at
grade.
best.
Yeah, that was middle school for me.
I mean,
So-
5th grade was
Oh.
like first year of our middle school.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
really weird.
It was
I
the
mean-
first school that we had was 1st through 4th. Actually, no, there was like one school that was 1st through 2nd. The second one was 3rd through 4th, and then there was a middle school that was 5th through 8th, and then high school.
Seriously? 5th,
Yeah.
5th through 8th?
Yes.
Out there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
with me,
weird.
it was like 1st through
Shoutouts
5th,
to Bay Middle School.
6 to 8, and then
You
on
probably
up.
shouldn't shout out anything, but anyway.
Yeah.
Not much happens in this movie.
Not at all.
No.
I'm gonna be honest here. I was very bored through the whole thing.
This is the worst Ghibli film I've seen.
Okay, thank God. I didn't
Oh,
want to be the
geez,
one guy
yeah,
that didn't like
was
this.
not the greatest.
It was not
in the
good.
world.
I
gonna be
really
real.
was just afraid that I was the only one here sitting really bored by this.
Yeah, there was a lot of points where I would like pause and do other stuff for a bit and then continue.
I wouldn't
Like I
say
took
it
a
was
break halfway through to shower.
Oh wow!
Like, that's how I was feeling.
okay. It wasn't that bad for me.
I know, no, I'm not saying it was bad. I was like, it was like 11 o'clock or something. And I was like, I gotta
Oh.
shower.
I was just
Yeah.
kind of like sitting there,
Wait.
like, why did they make this movie? Like,
You see, okay. Let me give you some background. I found there's not much information on this movie on the internet at all. I don't know
What?
why, but it was based on a manga. It actually has a source, which is fairly new for Ghibli. I'm pretty sure they don't do that
Okay.
at all.
That's rare.
And the manga is exclusively the childhood segments. It's nothing else.
Oh my god.
okay.
It's just a slice of life of a 10-year-old. That's what I understand.
Hmm.
And then Isao Takahata invented the older segments, which I guess is
Which
it's
I
meant to
kind
be
of
the main
found a
plot.
little bit more interesting in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. If it was just the older segments, this would have been like a 9 out of 10. For
Dude,
me.
I would totally watch an entire
be a
anime
thing.
how it's made on how they make dyes. I thought that part was interesting.
With the pizza looking things,
Yeah,
yeah,
they did look like pizza.
forbidden pizza.
it would taste so bad.
Oh, I
Crunch.
mean it's just plant.
Yeah, it would just taste like
It was-
flour. Like
Probably.
flour, like as in flowers, not flour as in Flour.
I think we
Yes.
understand.
I know. I just had to make it clear so I'm not an idiot.
Okay, the visuals are amazing. I expected nothing less.
Yeah.
Well, of
They
course.
really went hard on the facial expressions. They went crazy with them.
Yeah. I noticed like the main character in the older sections always had like a weird lines on her mouth.
she
I
has,
don't
like-
know.
Yeah, and she
She
looks.
has, like,
It makes her look
lines.
way older, but they say early on she's 27.
Yeah. That
30
was
by
like,
20.
I thought-
Like
That was
it draws her look kind of like she's in middle age, but she's like still in her 20s.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like the time frame of this because it's kind of a period piece. Because all the childhood
Okay.
segments are in the 60s, so it's like it's a really interesting time that I've never really seen in anything really.
Yeah.
You know, mid
For
60s
me, what was
Japan.
weird was just seeing like a sort of modern-ish day setting out of a Ghibli movie because I associate them with like fantasy stuff. You know, your Totoros, your Spirited Away, whatever,
If you've
whatnot.
seen
Totoro's
My
See,
Neighbor
like, a
Totoro,
city and Cars was like, whoa. what?
Totoro is modern day though.
yeah.
You know, like, just seeing like an actual city was like, what? That's
Okay,
not
watch
what I
more Ghibli
expect.
because
Yeah, also Pompoko.
Yeah.
the only fantasy ones I can think of are Castle in the Sky. That's it.
What about
You know,
Howl's
just
Moving
seeing, like,
Castle,
A
Porco
really
Rosso?
down-to-earth Ghibli film is like kind of outside of what I'm usually associated
Okay,
with them with.
Totoro is the same. It's the same setting pretty much, except less city.
I'd
Except
just say
there's
that Totoro kind of
big
takes place in the
rabbit
middle
man.
of nowhere, so it's more timeless, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's the thing they're going for with the whole rural, because flippin' Miyazaki loves his rural settings. He's obsessed with them.
You know how it is.
Say him.
Even though this was Takahata.
Yeah.
You know, Miyazaki obviously had an influence on this movie. It wasn't just
of course, he's involved in.
I think it said that he
was
like producer or something like that.
Way.
Yeah, I think he did some of the animation directing as well.
Yeah. There was early on. There was the tape recorder that instead of saying Sony, it was Sonny.
Yes.
And I was like, yes.
I noticed like on all the buildings they had like names. Like I know the very first shot there's like a skyscraper with a reflection, and there's like a sign that says Hayao or something like that on it.
Oh really? Hayao?
Yeah.
That's great. That's so nice. All of the backdrops were water painted, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They look beautiful.
Yeah, especially look in the past segments, it looked very different background wise. And that kind of helped drive
I felt like there was more
past.
white in the flashback sequences.
Yeah, there's like a fade at the edges.
So rather than like adding a stupid filter over the whole thing, they just had a different art style.
Different.
I fucking love movies that fucking. Oh, it's a flashback, therefore everything's all color corrected, and there's like blur effect and the smear on the edges.
Order around everything.
Yeah.
Just wait until you watch Sin City. The entire movie is filtered.
Black and white.
Yeah, I know, but like that's like stylistically good. Like if you're gonna go all out, go all out on it.
Flashback. Yeah, like the weird transition with all wiggling and wobbling, and then it's the past.
One thing I didn't like about this movie, of a list of many things, but it's number one. I don't like how disconnected the adult and children segments are.
Yeah.
I feel like the adult segments are like she's having a conversation. Like she has some really nice conversations with Toshio or whatever, Yoshio. I don't know.
Yeah.
They have some awesome conversations that are they're really mundane, but they really help you get to know the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they live. Like the guy is obviously obsessed with farming, but he just says he's quoting this other guy. It's not actually any of his information. But my problem is then the woman goes like, "Oh, this reminds me of the time that I was a kid and we had a sports day." And then it goes.
It's like when you're talking with somebody that's just too interested in themselves. They're like, "Shut up! I need to talk about me."
You get 5 minutes of these interesting characters in real time, and then she's like, "How about a 15-minute digression?"
I think a cool way the
theater show.
I think something cool the movie could have done instead was have flashbacks of other characters too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's my pitch. Here's my pitch to make this movie better. 30 years after.
Yeah.
Remember the credits scene?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Make that the whole movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I noticed I stopped paying attention at the credits, and then I looked at the credits again. I'm like, wait, is plot happening in the credits? This is the most the story's advanced this whole time.
The ending is the credits.
The credits are the actual end.
Yeah.
But the credits, okay, let me tell you, I was kind of checked out by the time the credits started rolling.
Yeah, same.
I was kind of done. The credits almost made me cry. Just the credits.
Oh yeah, no.
Wow.
I'll be honest, a tear formed in my eye there.
I wish I paid attention to them.
The umbrella, that did it.
Oh yeah, I
the
noticed
umbrella,
that.
Oh my god, the umbrella was so good.
That was so good.
Oh my god. So my pitch: make that the whole movie. Make there less of a distinct difference.
Make it not 2 hours long.
It's all blending together. There were parts earlier where it's blending together. Like
in the
little
train,
girl shows up in the train when she's on the train to the farm.
You could do some really smart transitions and stuff with that.
I thought that's where it was going when I saw that, and when she showed up in the train while she was heading to the farm, I was like, "Oh, we're doing this, okay," and then it didn't do that.
Like somebody
at all
doing something in the now at the same place as somewhere in the present or in the past.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be the same place, just
or a similar looking area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted more like a blending of past and present.
Yeah, that would have made it really beautiful, I think. Because I think one of the reasons why this movie didn't turn out as good as it could have is because it's an art film. It's high concept.
Yeah.
It has a very vague ending, I think.
Yeah.
even though they try to make it kind of obvious with how it's going, I think it's very unclear what she decided. But that's another one of my problems. In the older segments, we don't know what her life is like. We don't know what her job is like. We don't
She's
know.
like in an office, and that's about all we see.
Oh,
She, like,
you love your job, don't you? Or
Yeah,
something
she
like
says
that.
to the one guy, like, "Oh, I don't love my job, but I don't hate it." And it's
Yeah.
like, is that all the information we're getting?
Oh yeah, she was like, I'm not. I don't hate the
I
job,
don't
but
live for
I
my
don't see
job,
myself
I don't
doing
hate
it
it.
for the rest of my life or something like that.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it says. And I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see her dissatisfaction with her job that made her eventually decide to go to the country, you know?
Yeah.
There's
But
just so
instead, we
little.
just see, wow, I love the country so much, and then no real comparison.
I think they might have been trying to do a thing where at the very beginning in the young segment, when she was 10 years old, it's like, it's vacation, I want to go to the country, and her parents are like, no, you can't go to the country. And it's like, wow, neat, you really tied it all together, didn't you, Takahata?
Way to go, dude.
What else? I don't like the actual ending. I like how it plays out. I like the execution, but I don't like the story implication of it.
I'm kind of not entirely sure what the actual ending was.
The ending is she quits her job and decides to marry Toshio and be farm wife.
Okay.
And
I was completely zoned out by that time.
I don't like it because it implies that, oh, you need to be married to live in the country. You need to have a man to make your life worthwhile. And I hate stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
yeah.
misogynistic and stupid. I guess this was 90s Japan.
It was 90s, yeah.
It is 90s
Like,
Japan.
come on, be better than that. Be better than that.
They could have at least just shown her going to the country and nothing else.
That would have been perfect.
Or just like a car driving off into the middle of a field. Something like that.
I think keep the ending, but take out the marriage part of it.
Yeah.
Like
either that or have their relationship
like,
be more like
references in here. Like there was the Puma logo just flashing on the screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was great.
And also the ET joke. Like I called it just a second before it happened, and then when it happened, I was like, yeah, they did ET.
I just remembered the freaking the famous painting of God, Michelangelo's David.
Oh yeah, but no, they actually did
battle?
touch fingers, so.
They touched fingers. They did the thing, and it was really stupid.
Yeah, but no, they did the ET thing, and I was like, yes, they did it. I was so happy.
Yeah, this is not my favorite
Not the
Ghibli movie,
best.
and this is the same guy that did Pompoko, and Pompoko is the
Yeah.
only other one by this guy that I've seen, and I didn't like that one either, so...
Well,
This is my first Ghibli, so like, not the strongest start.
I'm sorry, Mitch.
Oh, this is your first...
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, man, watch,
I've only been watching anime for like a year
Okay.
now, man. I'm the
Mitch,
new guy.
Guys, next week, this is going to date the video, I'm sorry. Next week, Grave of the Fireflies is Ghibli Fest. So I'm going
I
to
get what you're saying. That's the good one.
That's
you love that
Takahata's
one?
first movie. It is extremely famous. It's probably the #2 Ghibli film made
Really?
Behind.
Totoro.
What about Spirited Away?
Yeah, that's
You
top
know,
5 for
the
sure.
big one.
But as far as staying power, Totoro is always #1.
Yeah. I think, a good recommendation is, Porco Rosso. That's like...
Porco Rosso is incredible.
That one's
You
that one's one of my
mentioned that one.
favorites.
It should not be as good as it is. It's flipping pre-World War II.
It's a pig man a pig man is an Air Force pilot guy,
Ace pilot.
and people hate
Retired
him
World
because
War
he's a
I.
pig man.
Retired World War One. I believe he's Italian pilot.
Yeah,
He got turned into a pig. You never find out why.
not like a pig, like a pig man. So it's not like Spirited
Pig
Away.
Man pig.
Porco Rosso is incredible. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
But Totoro
Also, a
is...
lot more happens in that movie.
I like how we've turned this discussion of this Ghibli movie into just talking about other Ghibli movies.
Well, there's not a lot that goes on to the movie.
Yeah.
The thing about this movie that I hate is that a lot of the childhood segments are useless.
Yeah. Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't get into the play, but then it turns out it didn't matter all along.
I actually like that one.
I thought it was all right, but then like until the point where they were like, oh, also I later joined theater club in high school, and then it just didn't work out. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
well then
yeah.
you've
We
just
see none of that.
invalidated the whole thing.
You could have
See
taken
none
that
of
out.
it. We see none of like any other part of her past. It's just all 10-year-old.
I just really like the scene where the girl was walking with her mom, and she was like, "Don't tell your friends that you were the first pick."
Oh
And
yeah.
she gets really
Yeah.
sad. She starts singing, and I'm like, "Aw, that's so like a good moment." I don't know.
I see it.
It kind of struck with me. Yeah, the one segment I hated was the one where there's the boy that likes her, and they
that
both
one.
like cloudy days, and that's it. That's the end.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
with
and
the
she's just
baseball
like
kid.
talking with herself at night.
You
I thought
never see
Toshio was
him
gonna
again.
be that kid because he had had a hat on, and I assumed that's where they were going with it. And then that plot point is entirely dropped.
You know what I found out reading the flipping synopsis?
What?
Apparently, the farm she goes to is her brother-in-law's.
Yeah, that's mentioned early on. Is that this is like family, like her
Really,
sister
though?
married into that family, and that's how she's able to go is because she has family in the country now.
Yeah, and the dude, the dude she's in love with or whatever is her brother-in-law's cousin.
So you have to know people to get into the farm industry is what I'm getting out of this.
I mean, it makes
You
it,
gotta have family in the farm to be a farm person.
to digress even further. Good farming anime, Silver Spoon. Watch it.
Okay.
Big digression.
It's by the author of Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's incredible.
Also, digression number 2, never get into farming in this day and age.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Unless you're
Especially
born
in
We
America.
live in the modern day. We
Especially
have technology.
meat industry in America. Do not do it.
Mitch, you're forgetting that there are many farmers in the world today.
True. But like,
It's just
You
not
know.
a fun industry right now. It's all
the
owned
meat
by
industry's always been
corporations.
shit. Come on.
End digression.
Yeah.
This,
Anyways.
this movie. Oh yeah, all of the music. Most of the music is Eastern European folk songs.
Yeah, the Hungarian music.
All of the music.
Well, there was one moment during like the math scene, I think it was. You hear this really really shitty recorder song, and it's like 3 notes, and then it ends.
Hot cross buns.
It was
yeah.
like they're like, oh, we want to do a recorder song, and then the composer was like, oh shit, the recorder sucks, and then they're like, okay, well let's just give up on that.
They play a cover of "Your Heart Will Go On."
It really did sound like it was going that way. I'm not gonna lie.
One more
This
thing.
movie came out like 10 years later. It would have totally done that. Titanic wasn't until 99.
Oh yeah.
The flippin' okay, this is tiny. When the crows fly by in the modern day segment, the sound effect for the crow is really bad.
I don't think I noticed it.
I
What
don't
was
remember.
It almost sounds like a guy making a noise.
it?
It doesn't really sound like a real crow at all. It's super low quality and out of place. It's really bad.
Wow.
I watched the Blu-ray of it too, so
Oh,
Wow. Rip.
oh,
Anyways.
ratings.
Maybe a 6 out of 10, 6.5. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie. It's just
I'd
not
say,
good. It's
honestly,
not entertaining.
4 to 5 out of 10.
Wow.
And all those points are visuals alone.
Yeah, most of mine are visuals.
I just was so bored.
I
The older
guess I'll go. I'm thinking 6.5.
Yeah, I like 6.5. Because it's
I
so
think I
beautiful.
cut it at 5. But like I was bored the whole way. Like I can't give anything a 6 if it didn't even hold my attention the whole way.
As someone who watches a lot of art films, this is definitely one of those that I would not recommend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of better ones with similar plots. Flipping read the book of The Awakening. Fantastic take on the same exact concept.
But hey, it's a Ghibli.
You win
It's,
some, you lose
you know,
some.
not a great one, but hey.
Yeah, I'm sad.
That just means the next Ghibli's I watch will be better.
It is
Unless you
all
watch
uphill from here,
Pom
as long as it's not Pompoko. Well,
Wait,
actually,
is
even
Pompoko
Pompoko
worse?
I enjoyed.
I was gonna say, is Pompoko worse?
No, Pompoko's not worse because it's stupid.
Right.
And so stupid means at least I'm paying attention the whole time.
Stupidity beats out boredom.
So this is the worst Ghibli film both of us have seen.
Wow.
This is the worst Ghibli film any of us have seen.
Yeah, because it's the only one.
And I'm about halfway done with the Ghibli library.
Good
Oh,
to
man.
know.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen a lot of them.
Just so other people know, I saw the Pompoko dub. I don't know if the sub's better. It probably is because they don't
I'm
try
gonna
to
watch the sub sometime
because they don't
soon,
try to get
probably.
around the word balls. In the dub, it's like Disney, and it has fucking Mr. Krabs in it. So if you want to watch something that is trying to still be a kids film, despite the fact it being about tanukis, which are not a kids friendly
No, the
idea.
original,
Huge
it was
fucking
marketed as a
balls.
kids film.
I know, but like in Japan, you can have like, nuts humor.
Tanuki's just a cultural thing. It's
I
normal
know,
for
yeah,
them.
but like so in Japan, you can have jokes about nuts, right?
As long as they're Tanuki testicles.
Yeah. In America, that doesn't fly, so they were trying to
No,
like
it-
fucking censor that out.
I mean, it could hypothetically, but it probably wouldn't.
They just called it a
Boob
pouch. They
jokes,
tried to get
good.
around it.
Testicle jokes, no.
I mean,
This is America. Dated the episode even further here.
I
Anyways.
literally dated it.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to talk about the anime?
Yeah, let's go on to
Yeah.
Girls und Panzer,
This
which
is
I
not
watched the
improvement.
fucking dub of this time. I saw it before as the sub, but now I watched
Okay.
the dub, and I'm gonna say it's
Curiosity.
fucking terrible.
What is the sport they play? What is it called?
It's called Tankery.
Tankery.
That was what Crunchyroll did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
But-
heard it called Taekwondo at one point. I don't remember
That's what
where.
you said when you initially pitched it last week, but
One
it
of
was
the
Tankery
subs-
the whole time.
One of the subs is Gunfu,
What?
which is awful.
Why not just call it Gun Kata?
But I'm gonna call it Tankery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Tankery was what it said the
yeah,
whole time. with
tank
me.
fighting, tank sport,
Tank war.
combat for the
Armored
Atari
warfare.
2600.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
War games.
Okay. So, thoughts?
It sucks.
Oh no.
It's
wait,
not
what?
good.
Yeah, no, this was not the best.
It's
I
not
enjoyed
good.
it.
This whole episode today is kind of weak.
It's
No,
not a
I
good
will
week
defend
for
this.
us. Okay,
Go ahead.
let me choose one thing you cannot defend. The characters. They're terrible.
Not good.
I didn't care. You don't watch the show for the characters. You
There are
watch the
two
show.
episodes- There are two
Okay.
episodes that are just the characters.
I know. I don't know why they did that, but literally all the movies.
Where it's like all preparing for a battle, and then at the end it just cuts to the end of the battle.
That's because that entire battle takes place in a movie, and
You
that
see, I
entire
actually
movie
don't
is
remember
just
that.
the battle.
Yeah, episode 7, it's them finding new tanks, and then it's like, yay, we found the tanks. Let's get ready for the battle, and then it just cuts to the end.
That's because that's episode 7 is Girls und Panzer something something movie. It's I think it's Der Film or something like that.
I'm gonna be
No,
real.
wait. Akiyami
so-
Yukari's no fuck. There's a lot of shit. There's like 3 movies.
Okay, anyway. I was
So
so,
that was,
checked out that I didn't even notice that, so that tells you anything.
Okay, so
Jeez.
this is not the kind of anime I would recommend to people that want to watch either something with good characters or like cute girls. You watch this because you're a fucking history nerd or like tanks or war.
Okay, literally the only way I could recommend this to anyone is if you love tanks and history.
Because
the only
this
way.
is very like this movie or the show like each school they fight is based on a country and
Yeah.
they use their strategies,
really?
their history and their like music even.
I
The
didn't
team that
notice.
had the people who say "Dos Vidania" are the Russians. I would have never guessed.
They didn't say that in the fucking dub, so I forgot about that.
It was snowing. They were eating
Yeah.
borscht.
It was great.
It was
I love
think
it.
I wrote in my notes.
generic Soviet soundtrack number
No, those
one.
are not generic Soviets. Those are actual Soviet songs.
No, all of the songs were fit to the culture.
Yeah, I think the Americans had
Tanks are called Stalins. What?
I know
never-
the Americans had "Gory Gory, What a Hell of a Way to Die" playing or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I kind of loved that. It like had ants go marching home and stuff, and I was like, yeah, USA, USA.
Do you guys know the song they opened with for America?
What was it?
I've been working on the railroad.
No,
is
that's
legitimately-
no. I think you're probably thinking of "Gory Gory, What a Hell of a Way to Die," which has a
It really
really
is. It's
really
the same
similar
song?
theme.
Seriously? It sounds identical.
Gory Gory, what a hell of a way to die, something like that.
Yeah, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that would've been-
Yeah, that's what that song is.
Well, it's the same exact open song. So
It
how would I
probably is because it's an American wartime song, so they like to
Yeah.
reuse things.
know. Okay. Maybe it might just change the lyrics.
They
My first
probably
note
did.
on this is just being mad about the student council president being a lolly.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm just
Okay, but-
immediately, I'm just like, God damn it! Of
You have to
course.
understand, this is a Moe show. It's just straight up Moe. There's no
Yeah.
getting around it.
And what's with the other girl on the student council wearing only half a pair of glasses? That like pissed me off the whole time.
It's a monocle, I guess.
Do you understand? Okay. You guys know what Moe is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Moe.
Well, that's the show. Each character has their own little quirk to make them strange and interesting, and it's all like trying to market it to people. And one girl has a sick grandma. Oh no!
Character development,
God.
sick grandma.
I hate it. Okay. First of all, you know what my first note is?
What?
What?
Their skirts are way too short.
Yeah,
They're
I'll give you
not
that.
even wearing spats. They're not. It's stupid.
I think this show is unrealistic because all of the gamer girls meet up in real life and they're all actually girls.
I'll just.
We're just gonna ignore the aircraft carrier that's a small country.
No.
no, it's a
Those-
school.
every
It's just a
single
school.
school is an aircraft carrier.
It's just
Still,
a
like,
school.
it's not just a school, it's like a whole city and there's like mountains
Yes.
and shit on the ship. It's ridiculous.
That's what I think this show separates itself from the other ones. It's
Yeah, that's what I
ridiculous
wrote
and
down.
like it knows it's stupid.
It was their attempt to be original, for sure.
I did like the volleyball girls being motivated by the club being shut down as like their reason
That
for
was fun.
revenge.
Yeah.
I did like that.
I liked a lot of the other groups. I liked the volleyball girls. I liked the mechanic girls. They were great. I wanted more of them. I wanted them to be the main.
Oh,
character.
I love the whole part where the mechanic people are like looking at their new tank and they're like fucking. Oh no, it's so fucking. It's I think it's a Tiger, and that one was like so heavy it like would just fucking get stuck in the ground and then like
Yeah.
it just
And then
it
sets
just
on
breaks
fire.
right in front of them.
Yeah, and they fix it while moving in the actual fight.
I mean, that's how it was. In fucking World War II, the tanks were being shat out just by every side, so that, like, fucking problems were not, like, an if, it was a fucking when. It was terrible. Your
Well, yeah.
tank would just break down, and that was, like, something you had to deal with.
I did like how episode 1 starts with like the beginning of battle from episode 4.
I
Yeah, that's
hated
cool.
that.
No,
It was
I
stupid.
like that. I was like, oh yeah, we're back now. Okay, nice.
I think if you do something like that, you should cut it to the end and not to the first fight.
Yeah.
Like Gur and how it starts with like the final battle.
Yeah, it's so cool. What else? All of the fan
This show is
service.
slow as fuck.
All of the fan service in this is terrible. all of it.
A little, yeah.
Well, isn't fan service just as a thing itself just always kind of usually
No,
bad?
fan service can be good. Don't even get me started.
I think the fan
Alright,
service
yeah,
is
true.
better
I
in the
don't want to challenge
movies.
you on that.
Because in
Yeah,
in one of the movies they actually get to have Japan as a team and like the I don't know, I just think that worked
So
out
then wait,
better.
what the fuck is this school then if they're not Japan?
Oh wait, no, okay. I guess I will spoil this for one of the movies, so spoiler warning if you're
Okay.
planning
Who
on
cares?
watching the movies.
Spoil it.
It's a fucking fan service for tank fans. In one of the
World
movies, they
Tanks
get a
Man.
fucking German World War II railgun converted into a tank, and it's so ridiculous. It does like a mushroom cloud level explosion when it fires. Like, this is a real thing. It's amazing.
So is the main team supposed to be based on any country?
The main team is not, I think.
I didn't think so. Because I assumed they were Germany because the title was German, but then I'm like, they can't win.
No, yeah, well, the
can't win
team they
for
were up
Germany.
against, her sister's team was the Germans.
Yeah, they were.
because they had the Iron Cross logo.
Yeah. So there is a spin-off show, which is or a spin-off episode rather. It's the Battle of Anzio, and it's against an Italian team apparently. And then there's one more movie, which is Das Finale, which is a direct sequel that takes place. It's their team against a college team, and they get every single fucking like character on their side, including the people they beat. Apparently,
I hate that.
All of the warriors.
everybody is here. So,
like, this show is slow as fuck. Like, it took half of the show to get to the first like match.
Doesn't it take 1 or 2 episodes?
The first match is like 4 episodes in. However, they do a demo match where it's all versus each other, like in the second episode.
And then they have the unofficial match with the English, and they get destroyed.
Yeah.
They do win with the move they tried to do against the English, though, at the end.
Also, I think in the movies they do callbacks to the very first fight where they like do the part where the volleyball team sneaks up on one of the tanks by going on a platform rising up. If you remember that from like the first fight.
That part where they're in the city.
So yeah.
Also, yeah, it would have been nice if you mentioned the school was shutting down earlier, you asshole.
Oh yeah.
Let me. Okay.
I feel like that was added to just create tension. I'm gonna be honest.
Please let me get angry about this.
Okay, go ahead.
I wrote down in bold, in italics. You kind of have to let students of your school know that their school might not exist in a year, especially when they live at their school.
Nah, it's fine. Just gotta brush over that one.
And also, the student council knew about it. Enemy teams knew about it. No one else did.
You know.
No rumors.
Drama.
No nothing.
I honestly think that entire plot point was added at the last like episode or whenever they first mentioned it. I feel like that was added when they mentioned it.
The Russia fight when they're in the building.
They mentioned it early. No, they mentioned it earlier than that, I think.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I think it's either the English team. Well, who's the first proper team they fight against?
The English.
Yeah, it's the English team. They mention it at the end of the fight. They're like, won't matter anyway or something.
I don't know.
Really? Wow, I didn't catch that.
They mentioned it pretty early because I had a feeling they were going to do something stupid like that. Okay. It's the same exact plot format as Love Live, which sounds weird.
I wouldn't know.
You're not wrong.
Because Love Live is...
It looks like fucking
I didn't know
Love.
I can't really... I don't know anything about it, but I can never think of it having a plot.
Let me give you a plot synopsis of the first season of the first Love Live, not Sunshine.
Oh boy.
It is... Our school is shutting down. We have to make our school more popular. So let's do something weird, start a new club, and get popular, which is idols. So they basically have to win their idol thing, which is it's the same format as Girls und Panzer.
I think Girls und Panzer was parodying that then.
No, it wasn't. They were like
when did they come out?
They were like same exact time.
Oh shit.
Time to do some Wikipedia.
Oh shit.
No, they were legit like same year.
I think it was like 2012, 2013.
Girls und Panzer is 2012. Love Live is
2013, I think.
So Love Live parodied Girls und Panzer.
Love Live
is
I know.
2013.
Yeah.
Girls und Panzer was first.
Cool.
Also, Girls und Panzer is way too stupid to be a parody.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get one thing straight. I have a lot of more things to say that are negative, but I actually really like the tank battles.
Yes,
no,
I know. I
good.
told you the show is about
They're
the
good.
tank battles, and if you watch the movie, they're entirely tank battle.
The tank battles are good. Okay, the battle against the English is great. I love that one. That's my favorite one. The last battle is cool. I don't love it, but it's good.
It's because the last battle is the German fighting style where they basically invaded towns, and so that one took more place indoors or in close quarters, while the English strategy was mostly trying to get back Germany or get back France. So
I mean, I'm just saying how enjoyable it was to watch.
Yeah.
So,
there was a part where I was early on where I was like, oh, the tanks are CG, and then I thought about it like, how the hell else are you supposed to do it?
Yeah, okay, so I say this gets the CG pass because they do try not to use it whenever they can, I think.
The CG's fine.
And also I noticed that they...
like, did you have to do CG? And then I'm like, wait, of course they had to do CG. Animating a tank, like, normally would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Also, I noticed that, like, they try to never have the girls on top of the tanks while the tanks are in CG, and if they do, they try to obscure them with, like, smoke or something else, or, like, have them out of focus, which I appreciate.
No, during the final battle when they're like zipping
I said most of the time.
In the one-on-one fight, you can totally see it.
Yeah, I know.
By the end of the show, I was totally fine with the CG. I thought it looked kind of good, actually.
Yeah.
I think it gets the
for
CG
early
pass.
2010s, it's not bad.
Let me just say, if they did more of those first-person perspectives, I would have loved it because those were so
I love the first-person.
Oh yeah,
sequences
those are great.
good.
I'd say this show, if you didn't like it, I would say it's not as bad as, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Ooh.
As what?
So glad I didn't finish that.
Devils and Realist.
Oh.
The dark times.
I'm just saying it's not as bad as it could have been, I guess is what I meant.
It's pretty bad though.
I still got some notes.
I have a lot more notes. I didn't even say that.
Episode 11, when Miho is jumping from tank to tank while they're in the river, it's so floaty.
It looks like they're in space. I know that part.
I actually think I looked away from the screen during that.
Oh no, it's goofy as hell. She's like very floaty, like jumps like it is.
It really looked like a space like moon jump. It was weird.
That's great.
Moon boots.
No, not moon shoes.
Shows up. And, like, there is no precedent of just, hey, there's suddenly the mouse. It's, like, the opposite of a Deus Ex Machina, where instead of, hey, all of our problems are solved, it's like, oh, no, everything just got worse all of a sudden out of nowhere.
I liked the fight with the mouse, though.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but it just shows up, and it's like, it was never seen beforehand.
Yeah, the one thing I don't get, though, is, like, don't you, like, meet up at the beginning of the fight?
Yeah, so I'm like, where the hell, they didn't know that it was there? Like, they should have known there was a mouse.
No, they mentioned it.
But like when they were all surprised when they saw it again.
I think
when they saw it, they were like, "Oh fuck, there's a mouse."
I think the main girl said our team, because she was at that school originally.
Yeah.
Something like our team has a mouse, but she didn't think they would use it. But I think she kind of figured.
Okay.
That's why they were surprised. Was because they didn't think they'd use it. But it's the finals. Why wouldn't they use it?
Yeah, true, but like the
only also, if you have a mouse, you're gonna use it because it's a fucking mouse and it's rad as hell.
Boy. And my last note is just they literally ended on the congratulations. They did.
Oh, we did notice that.
Freeze frame, jump in the air. And I was like, oh my fucking god, yes.
I love it.
Best possible ending.
I hated it.
It's so bad. It's great. I love it.
Let me just say. Flipping orange hair, whatever her name is, I don't care to learn
the boys one? The one that loves boys?
Yeah, boys. The one whose 2 lines are, I'm good at texting and this is how I can get boys.
And she's never actually been with anybody?
Yes. I hate her. I hate her with all of my being. She's awful. Just kick her out.
I hated the fucking hall monitor.
She was cute though.
No, I fucking hate her because I liked the girl that always showed up to school late because I relate to that.
This is like the opposite of a waifu war. You're just arguing over who's the worst.
Yes.
So, I mean
that is a waifu war.
Unapologetically, it is the mechanic, the automotive club girls. They're the best because they're tan and they're buff, and that's great.
I think they have more screen time in the movies if you just want to watch the movies.
I'm not going to watch the movies.
Watch the movies!
I'm not going to watch any more of this. This is it. This is the end of my
What if I just made my fucking pick for the movie? No, I have a really good pick for a movie, so I'm going to save it.
Anyway,
Good.
I have more notes.
I got nothing else.
weird interspersed English.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that.
There was at the very beginning when the girls come up to her, they say, "Hey, Kanojo," and I'm like, "What? What are
Yeah,
you
dude,
doing?"
I think
Especially
the
the
idea
Americans
is
say
they
that a
aren't
lot.
actually Japanese or something like that, so they're trying to make it. I don't know.
Okay, here's me questioning the logic of the show, which don't tell me not to because I'm going to do it.
Don't question it.
Why are all of the teams seem like they're from different countries when it's a national competition?
Oh,
I don't
my God,
understand
you're
the
right.
universe in the first place though, because they're all on fucking aircraft carriers that have terraformed. So I don't
Still,
know.
it's like,
No more words.
the groups
I don't
are
even
very
know.
clearly like, here's the English, here's the Americans, here's the Russians, here's sort of the Germans, I guess, but they're Japanese.
They literally go to Russia.
They go to Russia.
Siberia.
They complain about how cold it is and how it's nighttime.
Also, I was very disappointed in the dub. They didn't even try to do accents for any of the characters.
Accents?
Like for the Russians, they were just talking normal English, not like Russian accent
come
English.
on.
Like missed
mean,
opportunity,
ham it up.
terrible dub in the first place. But like, yeah,
You gotta ham it up with the Russian accents. Come on.
yeah.
Make all the American Southerners go all in.
There was a great moment where I thought she doesn't even go here.
Oh yeah,
Which
we're.
made-
Yeah, no, the espionage was fun.
I
was
thought that was
good.
great.
Um,
What team are you?
Sergeant
Oddball.
Oddball. Wait a minute, no, you don't fucking go in.
Who
She
the
doesn't even
fuck
go
is this
here.
guy?
You
What?
guys know that? You guys see Mean Girls?
No, wait. What did you say?
Well, I mean, I know what it is.
I didn't hear
know
what you
of it.
said.
She doesn't even go here.
I have not seen Mean Girls. No.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
There's the scene in Mean Girls where everyone is confessing to the bad things they did, and this one woman comes up and is just like, "I've been having these issues all of my life, and I finally get my chance to confess." And everyone claps, and everyone's all heartwarming. And someone in the crowd's like, "She doesn't even go here." It's really good. You guys need to watch that movie.
All right, noted.
All right. So yeah, is that like all we gotta say, or do you still have thoughts, Connor?
He's
I
gonna
wrote a
tear
lot more,
apart into
but
this movie more.
I got it. I got
For
it
sure.
across. I got my idea across. I
All
like
right.
some of the battles, but it's not good.
Okay.
All right.
Ratings?
7 out of 10.
Hmm.
I enjoy this crap.
I guess this is. Ironically enough, I think I'm just gonna go 2 6.5s this episode.
6.5.
Really?
That's really
You're
high.
gonna give it like a 4.
I'm at a 4, solid 4. It's terrible.
Wow.
Not
And
like
those-
the worst thing ever, but it's not like really good. Okay, okay, you know what? No, 6.
That's still really high.
You should give it a
For
7.
me.
Go 7.
No.
Give it a 7.
All the characters are worthless. All the drama is worthless. The fights are alright. So 4. Out of 10.
Okay, no, you know what? No. 5.
No!
Yes! Yes!
5.
Unlimited power!
No!
I'm just on the fly saying, no, you know what? Fine, it's this. This is the score now.
I'm gonna be
It's like,
honest.
why are you doing that mission? It's like, nah, I can do anything I want.
Right after I watched this, I was like, it was alright, 5.5. But then I started writing about it, and I wrote a like 3-page review of it, and I'm like, I hate this. It's bad.
Ironically enough, Girls and Panzer still is higher on my list than Junie Tyson.
I
Yeah,
would definitely
and-
put it there.
It's definitely Judy Tyson's more fun.
No, Judy Tyson was
Tyson
trash
had
and I
fun,
hated
but
it.
was bad, and the ending
Judy
sucked.
Tyson is
remember?
never boring though. It's just
It's
stupid.
entirely boring
You were
once you
gonna give
fucking
Judy
know
a
who's gonna
5, and
die
then the
every
ending
episode.
Okay, the ending is The ending is
That's why
The
we gave
ending
it the
pissed
4.
me off.
We were
The
gonna
ending's
give it the
like
5
worse,
because
though.
we were having fun, but then the ending was bad and we dropped it a point.
I think the only reason my score is even that high on Junie Tyson is because the guy that won is the guy I wanted to win.
Rat.
We were behind Rat the whole time.
We knew he was gonna win.
I know.
He was the Rat.
He was the thematic main character.
He's
Rats,
true.
Rats.
Oh yeah, spoilers for Judy Tyson.
You know what? Don't watch
Fuck
that
you.
trash.
Don't watch
Please,
it.
just don't. And if you're watching it before, you know what? And if you enjoyed it, I don't care that I spoiled it to you.
It's fun. It's stupid. Don't watch it.
It's not fun. It's just stupid.
I had fun. Whatever.
I had more fun than like other shows that we had to watch, but
Okay. We're done. Let's move on. Let's watch
Time for
something.
showdown.
move on. Next question.
Showdown. Load your guns. I'm dead. I'm
Click,
done.
click, bang.
I've been shot apparently.
Yes.
I've been
Connor's
shot
dead
and
now.
killed in this episode.
No
You're
more
wounded
Connor
and
can't target more.
I've been blown up by a Panzer IV.
You can go.
All right.
Okay. Move on.
All right. So I guess I do movie.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm doing
Alright.
the anime.
So complete 180. We're doing a full-on action film.
Oh no.
This is a great movie based on my favorite genre of video games. We're watching Hardcore Henry, the first-person shooter movie.
Yeah. This has good reviews. I've heard of
It's
it.
Just put this on my plan to watch on Netflix. So
It is-
thank you.
Is
it
it on
is-
Netflix?
Yeah,
Nice.
no, Netflix.
I didn't know it was on
Nice.
Netflix. Shit, I would have watched it again earlier.
Well, we're gonna watch it again.
I saw it in theaters when it came out, but I
Was it
really
an
enjoyed it, and I
FPS?
don't remember everything from it. But it pays homage to tons of first-person shooters and first-person scenes from movies, and the name is literally just a reference to Serious Sam, so go watch it.
So I'm gonna have no idea what's going on, but I'm gonna enjoy it probably.
It doesn't have like direct references to plot. It just has references to gameplay more like there's
Okay.
like references to like the strip clubs of Duke Nukem and stuff like that.
Just
You'll
wacky,
enjoy
goofy
it, I
fun.
hope.
In
Yeah,
first
yeah.
person the whole time.
I'm excited. I want to watch it.
I think the only
Alright.
negative things I've heard from other people are that
Don't
like
say, don't
they got
say.
motion sick. So
No,
motion
don't.
sickness warning.
Okay, yeah.
I'll
that's
put
fair.
that up.
Well, yeah, it's a first person movie. You'll get that. But
Alright.
okay, my turn. I did a lot of debating with this of whether, like, because I realized we're on a little bit of a streak right now, you know, of just anime of hey, girls doing things. And I did some
A streak
debating of
Oh, no.
do I keep it going or do I break it? And I was like, okay, you know, it was a lot of debating. And then I decided, you know what, okay, I'll keep it going. And I'm gonna stick to like my previous thing with Devilman of just getting all of the old seasonal stuff I didn't watch out of the way. So this is another one from Winter. You're doing A Place Further in the Universe. You know, girls going into Antarctica.
I'm
Doing that one.
concerned.
Wait, what is this? I don't think I've heard of it.
It was okay. Let me explain. It was basically one of the biggest anime of what was it, winter season?
Yeah.
Because it started out okay. It's a comfy slice of life about a bunch of girls in a club wanting to go to Antarctica. That's it.
Okay, what was the title again?
A place
A
for
Place
women
Further
in the
from the
universe.
What?
We linked in Discord.
Okay, you both said it at the same time, so I couldn't hear it.
We didn't, but okay.
Okay.
I'm concerned because Reddit was obsessed with this anime for like 3 whole months, and if Reddit's obsessed with something, I'm probably not gonna like it. So
Okay.
Well, here we go.
okay,
All right,
Too bad.
we'll see.
that's been the
This
episode,
is,
I guess.
I'm just trying to get stuff out of the way. I don't know.
Okay, we're done.
The
All
other
right,
pick I
goodbye,
had would
everybody.
have clashed with my next movie pick because they're like similar, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Okay, goodbye,
Whatever.
everybody.
Goodbye.